my name's Margaret. Welcome to Card Readings. If you like, put thumbs up and subscribe if you want. I'm going to talk about legal rights, I suppose you call it. Legal rights with the media. And I'm not talking about just your channel media or your paid TV or your small media or your paper and that. I mean everything related to the media, right? I'm not home pinning on a certain service, but I'm putting this out there because two reasons. There's a thing on Facebook, and there's a guy, he's got a thing above him about a crowd of people dancing, and it kind of reminds me, I think it's connected to Black Lives Matters, I could be wrong, but then it's just a crowd of people doing all these things. But then down the bottom he talks about how we have to wear masks and wash your hands, wear gloves and have sanitizers, and how kids have to go stay at home for school, homeschool, and shops are being closed. And as you can see, this then it kind of depicts itself where you got marches, people dancing, like this group of people dancing there. It'll be at least over 1,000 people, or at least this group. This is in America. I'll be doing it here in Australia, what's mean. But then, like I said, he's then talking about shops have been closed, homeschools are happening, all that. The same thing happened here in Australia, where I don't know how to work this out, but it had been half of Victoria, I think it's half of Victoria, I could be wrong, over 1,000 people must have got COVID-19. I think it's over 2,000 actually, I could be wrong. Same with Sydney, New South Wales, here in Australia. So it's tough to be really big, yeah. But we having marches, Bendigo Market, I'm going to get in trouble here, but I'm okay with it. Bendigo Market, always people there, over 500 people there. So yeah, so and then you got your Big Brother thing where yes, we just finished it here in Australia, and they do talk about COVID, where a camera guy with the had COVID-19 and they closed the house down or something along that line. Anyway, I don't watch, I just saw it on the ad, yeah. But then I think it's August the 16th and another date, the audition for Big Brother 2021. Like I said, this then, here in Victoria, meant to be at least over 1,000 or 2,000 people meant to have COVID-19. Suburbs are locked down, same in Sydney. That makes no sense, does it? Yeah. But you got auditions for Big Brother, and it has to start in October to December. Yeah. So you got things are locked down, but they're gonna start running auditions for Big Brother in, I think it's 2 to 3 weeks time. Yeah. So to me, as you can see, that's why I call it legal, the legal side of media. I don't know about you, but a lot of stuff this year, things have been turned upside down, right? Doesn't matter how you look at it, things have been turned upside down, right? And it's pretty much related to the media, to a point where people are getting quite cranky with it, yeah? People are getting quite frustrated with it, and it's fair enough, right? But, you know, if we wanted to, we can sue the media for this. It's like me turning around and saying, George Clooney assaulted me. He didn't assault me, I just made it up, right? But if he wanted to, he got the hand of this, and I made a big story about it, like a page or two about it, and put it on the media. He can turn around and sue me for it. He has the right to sue me for it, because I just went along, put his name in the bad book with the media, 2, I just went along and said he said something illegal and it was wrong. 3, it can cause his job. So that's 3 good reasons why he can sue me for it. That's the same with the media. I mean, how many people out there who will have left their job over COVID-19 thinking this is real, I don't want to catch it, I'm going home, I'm going back to work. Yeah, that kind of stuff. How many people really thought about that? I mean, how much media thought about that? Oh, yeah, stuff like that. That's why I'm putting this out there, because media, it doesn't matter, like I said, it doesn't matter where you're from, YouTube, Facebook, the paper, the age, whatever. We have a responsibility for the public. It doesn't matter if you're small or big, we have a responsibility. If I did all this right now and I swear my head off, said the F word, the B word, the C word, all that kind of words, and I put it on YouTube, and I didn't say to YouTube, I'm swearing on this one, they can get me, I can get in trouble for that, because kids are watching it. It's the same thing, you know. I have a legal responsibility to, if I'm going to swear and do adult stuff, I need to pass it on to YouTube. And YouTube has the responsibility to say, this is not for kids. And if they put this in and didn't do that, and the kids are watching it, they can get sued for it. And if you're on YouTube, you know you have to say it to YouTube. This is an adult thing, or this is a kid thing, because we have responsibility. As they have responsibility, you know, what's for adults and what's for kids, we have responsibility who's putting it out there, saying to, I'll use YouTube, say, yep, this is an adult thing, not a child thing. That's the same with everything. If I'm going to go around and do an adult thing, like I said, put it on a kid thing, I can be sued for it. If I, like that story about the young lady met, she's from New Zealand, she met this her Prime Minister and said, you're not my Prime Minister. And the what you call it, the panel didn't correct it, they probably could get in trouble for that too. But lucky we correct it and said, oh, she's from New Zealand, and we're talking about her Prime Minister. So they did the right thing about it. But if they let that go, they probably can get in trouble for that too. Like, yeah, you know, stuff like that. It's okay to have your opinion. It is okay to have your opinion, where I have people on, I do missing people and people don't agree with me. That's okay. But it's different when you watch half of it and then accuse me for something I haven't done yet, or I don't know yet. I can get you in trouble too, because you're not being honest. You have to see, for me, in my point of view, for me, myself, you have to watch the whole thing of me and the whole thing of this person who went missing before you can say you're a B and you're full of it. Yeah, you have to get the whole story. You can say you're full of it, it's okay, but it's probably best to have something to back it up too. But if you turn around and just say, oh, you're full of it, he's alive, and that's what happened with this young boy, you're full of it. He didn't say he was alive, but he said you're full of it. He got found to be metal from the house, but I didn't say, I did say he was alive, but I could be wrong. That's what I said. He could be, he's alive, I think he's alive, but I could be wrong. No, what's wrong with that bit? But he didn't hear the whole of the two stories, and that's the problem with this young person. So if I would have wanted to, I could get him in trouble for that, because he said something that's not true yet. Let's wait till we know it's true. And that's what happened with this young boy in William in Victoria, where I actually thought I got it right, and I said, this is where he is. I got it wrong. I'll be the first one to say I got it wrong. And after that, this lady said, you're full of it. He wasn't at the shop, he was in the bushes. I kept that because I think that was, it was true, and she waited for the outcome before she did it. With this other person, didn't wait for the outcome, and that's where it's different when you get the whole facts. This is media. When you get the whole facts, you're right. But if you're gonna make a story out, well, I should have remake the story out, and it's not true. Like I said, if I turn around and said George Clooney sexually assaulted me, and I don't have the whole truth about it, and I just made it out, yes, I can get in trouble with it. And it's like if I said about the next door neighbour, said the same thing, I could get in trouble for it. I just went along and put these people in the bad books for no reason. It was just a lie. So that's what I'm trying to say. And it's a public thing. If I turn around and said something like that, if George Clooney was a public person, he wasn't in the media, it doesn't matter if he's in the media or not actually, he can sue me for it because I just made a big lie about it. Or if I said, oh, George Clooney broke into a house and I put it on the media, I could get in trouble for that. You know, there's a whole heap of stories out there in the media where it's not true. Like, I'm telling you, yes, and I'll use what's his name, Ian Tower, who went missing in Sydney. There meant to be 26 offenders in the town, well, around the town where he went missing, yeah? They blamed 4 people, and they're all sex offenders. They were sex offenders. I'll pass it out to sex offenders. But most of these guys wasn't in trouble in the law for the last 5 years. Yes, might be 1 or 2 might have been in trouble with the law afterwards. But a perfect example, there's a guy called Paul. He he's so didn't do it. He's so into it. He actually went along and sued the police for accusing him. He took William. That's the thing. And I think he sued the media too over it, because the media, I know Nine has, and you can just watch this on YouTube, where they're homing on these sex offenders. So this guy Paul, he was one of the sex offenders. He just sued the media and the police for it. I think good on you. If you truly believe in yourself and you know you haven't done anything, good on you. I mean, that's what I mean with the media. If you're gonna turn around, if we turn around and did something wrong to the public, be willing to get in trouble for it. I don't care who you are. Like I said, you can be a small person in the media like I am, or someone big, you know, like, I don't know what big is, but I mean, yeah, but if you're gonna accuse something or do something wrong related to the media, be willing to get in trouble for it. Be willing to have responsibility for it. Doesn't matter where you're from. Like I said, you can be in pay TV, genuine media, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, paper, radio, whatever. If you're going to do something wrong, be willing to take responsibility for it. And I'm putting this out there because like I said, I just watched this thing with this guy, and he's white. Here we are saying homeschool, stay inside, wash your hands, wear your gloves, shops are closed, things like that. But then we got crowds out there who, Black Lives Matters, and today or yesterday, sometimes this week, we got Big Brother auditions in August. in Australia, and you got your Victoria, half of Victoria closed down and half of New South Wales closed down. To me, that makes no sense, and that's why I'm putting this out there. So it's I can see things are starting to come through, and this is where me, it's gonna get in trouble, and this is where I'm gonna start standing back, saying nothing else to this, because it's not just related to that, it's related to all stuff. If you're gonna go out and do something as a media person, like I said, if I went out and did something related to the media and I did it wrong, I have to be willing to get in trouble for it. Same with anyone. Doesn't matter if you're big or small, we have the responsibility, the right to do the right thing. We have to go by the rules too. No matter who we are, we have to go by the rules too. If we chasing someone down the street because we think it's a good media thing and they want to charge us for it, they can. It's much as someone outside and I have a camera and I was just doing something normal and I take a photo of this person hitting me, I can sue them too. It's the same thing. It reflects on both sides. If we do the wrong thing towards them, they can sue us, and the same vice versa. So, as media, we need to take responsibility for our own actions, and this is why that's why I'm putting it down as media responsibility, because it is. It doesn't matter where you come from, alright? So, cause I can right now seeing things hitting the fans in the next couple of months related to this whole COVID-19, Black Lives Matter stuff. I can see, stuff hitting the fans with all this, because I can start hearing things on the media now, and I'm thinking, see what happens. I don't think I'm going to be wrong with this one, because especially with Facebook and YouTube and all that, like YouTube says, it goes right across the world. People are going to pick things up now, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and hopefully I'll have to talk about COVID-19 again and all that. So if you like, subscribe. If you don't, it's okay, and put your thumbs up if you like. Bye.